Why did she put so much product in my hair? Welcome everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but hey. So I am going to be ranking my very small Natasha Denona collection. From I guess most used or favorite to least, even though I love them all. So I'm somewhat new to this, or not new, just beginning. So I have actually ordered both 28 pin large size palettes, and I'm waiting for them to get here. So maybe my ranking will change after I receive those, but I want to rank the ones that I have for now, and then I'll come back on and maybe update or just talk to you guys about those palettes as well. And I also have something really cool to share about those at the end of the video. All right, so let's get started. I have 8 palettes, and I'm going to start off with my least used. I know this might be a surprise to someone, but these are all just personal preferences. So number 8 for me is going to be the Sunset palette. This particular palette is a pretty palette. It was very, very popular amongst some, but it leans a little too red for me. I like purples, blues, greens, and this just is a lot of red for me. Although I will still use this because there are some, pretty browns, and even this is, I guess, kind of pinky brown. It doesn't show that way on camera, but it does have somewhat of a pinkish undertone, and maybe that's just the red in it. I don't know, but as you can see, I've not used it because once I received it, I was like, I don't know. So this is number 8 for me. Number 7 is going to come as a total shock because I have seen several YouTubers rank this one really, really low because of the quality compared to the other Natasha Denona palettes. But the colors just speak to me, and I get this palette to work just fine for me. So it is the Mini Layla palette. So as you can see, it's somewhat dirty on the inside because I use it quite often. Trying to get that glare off of there for you guys. At either rate, this is a kind of a goldish shimmery shade. You can see that, but it works. I love these 2 colors right here, and even this one. So I don't have any problems whatsoever with this particular mini palette. I know a lot of people did, and maybe it's because they already had the larger size Layla palette and it gave them everything, and this one just did not stack up. But for me, it is just fine. It was probably maybe the second or third Natasha Denona product that I actually purchased, and it was on sale. So maybe that's why I love it. I don't know. My number 6 is going to be the Love palette. It's pretty. It has some really nice purples in it, which I love. And this particular shimmer here is like purple and blue and, dare I say, a little red. Yeah, a little bit of, can't even see it. Swatched it in the wrong spot. Let's see, we'll do right there. But it has a nice shift to it, and I really, really enjoy that shimmer. There's pinks here, but there's something that leans a little red, which I just don't feel like complements my skin tone the absolute best. And so for me, this is number 6. Number 5 is also somewhat reddish I guess, if you will. And it's going to be the Sunrise palette, which is this one here. I actually really enjoy this palette, and it's one of the ones that I feel like I've used pretty heavily. And it's partly because I bought this palette for my sister and we do Zoom calls, and she loves using citrine and carnelian. Those are like her jam. So I have used this and I've gotten some pretty decent looks out of it. So it's not my fave. I still enjoy it very much so. Probably because of the attachment of doing makeup with my sis. But this is number 5. Okay, so number 4 is probably going to be a shock, but I actually have it on my eyes today because I don't really feel like I've given it enough of a chance. I don't really reach for it, but it does have a nice color story, and it's the gold palette. I know. It is absolutely a beautiful palette. There's a lot of neutral tones in here. Even this color, which looks white, it swatches gold. This right here I have on the bottom part of my lid, which I think is a beautiful color. And again, I really love blue. So it's kind of like a deep blue, almost has a little green to it inside. The shimmers are amazing. This right here, I don't even know what to call this. It's like green, red, gold, yummy goodness. Like, hopefully I swatched that in the right place. And of course I didn't. All right, so we'll go here. Okay, don't say anything about my hairy arms, okay? I'm not kidding. At either rate, this is number 4 for me. I plan on using this more often. So hopefully by the end of the year, when I re-rank these and also have my 28 pan palettes, it might be higher up in the ranking. Number 3, drum roll please. Number 3 is the Glam palette. This is somewhat of a cool tone palette, but I still am able to make it work. For me, there's a lot of shimmer shades, inner corner shades that I can use on a brow bone to do highlighting, and it just creates some of the most beautiful, soft, glamorous, sultry type of looks, and so I really enjoy this. One of the things that I actually really liked about this palette is that there's not names of the shades. There's directions on where to put them on your eye. And so Natasha Denona came out with a layout for fair skin, medium skin, and deep skin tones. So the way that I have them placed in here is not how it actually comes. So I have it placed in here based upon a deep skin tone. And so if you go onto her website, you'll see the shifting of these colors. And so they all, these larger ones all come out. You just put a pin in there and these little holes and they pop right out. So you can move them around, but be careful when you're taking them out so you remember what you took out and where to put it. Because if you take them all out and like, oh crap, you're in trouble. All right, so number 2 is my jam. And I usually like a more warm toned look. And so, of course, the bronze palette is everything to me. There are some somewhat red shades a little bit, like this Bliss and High Degree has some red in it. But there's enough of a brown tone to make it work for me, if you will. And so I just love this color story. A lot of these looks do get a little similar, but you can really make them pop with some of these special shades in here. Deep Dive, amazing. Rhodium is super pretty. That's like a kind of an unexpected color in here because everything is somewhat neutral brown. And then this is like that pop of purple, and purple is my favorite color. So this is the number 2 palette for me. And my number 1 palette that I own at this point is the Metropolis. So this particular palette is definitely very, very warm toned. It has some really nice oranges, blues, greens, golds, rusty colors. I just think it is super, super special. And the formula in here is creamy, and I just can't say enough about this. This is definitely out on my makeup desk. And actually, I keep it right back here so that I can grab it easily, to be honest. So this is an extension of my makeup desk. But I absolutely love this palette. I recommend this palette to anyone that hasn't tried Natasha Denona, that loves Natasha Denona and doesn't have it. Grab it, please. I think that you can get some very wearable looks out of here. Even if you are new, like these shades, I feel like you can find in other palettes. And then it'll give you the opportunity to experiment with something new right here. It comes with all of them come with a pretty decent size mirror. I've never taken the plastic off of here. I don't think I just, because I don't use them. And then I don't like when the makeup gets it dirty. That's just an OC thing of mine. But love, love, love this particular palette. I am collecting Natasha Denona palettes, if you can't tell by now. I've watched several YouTubers talk about what they do and don't like. So because it's kind of difficult to go into the stores right now and swatch things, I'm taking advice from other YouTubers. And that's why I've ordered the 2 28 pan palettes from Natasha Denona. Okay, so here is the secret. I don't know if it's a secret, but right now, both palettes are on her site for $310. I know that is a lot of money. I know. But if you consider that, the gold palette is what, $129? And you're getting the other huge 28 pan palette, which I hear that the formula in those are top tier. It gives you an opportunity to grab both of them at a significant discount. I would highly recommend picking them up if it's within your budget to do so. A lot of times things go on sale on her site if you click on the exclusive offer tab, because you'll see them individually priced for $239, $240, something like that. And then if you go to that section, you'll see the Pro Pack is what it's called, I believe, and it's $310. I just feel like you cannot beat that price. And again, if it's within your budget, go ahead and do so. If not, pick up one of these other palettes from Natasha Denona to try it out. You will not go wrong with any one of her palettes. And I would say that she's probably she has one of the best formulas in the business. And so I just absolutely love it. So that is my ranking for Natasha Denona with the 8 palettes that I have, and hoping to grow the rest of my collection this year. And hopefully at the end of the year, I'll have a different video for you of my best of, and maybe the ranking or order will actually change. But until then, peace and love, y'all. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to grow this channel as much as possible, and I could really use your help. All right, y'all. Bye for real this time.